Well, when it comes to the holidays, there are endless delicious foods that are on the table. The one thing we don't look forward to, though, is the digestive troubles from all the holiday binging.
Yeah, that happens to me every year. And Dr. Randall Meisner, gastroenterologist with Spectrum Health, the medical group that we all know and love, is here to talk about saying goodbye to the seasonal struggles and hello to a healthy gut. I suppose you're going to start, by the way, good morning, Doctor.
Good morning to you guys. Thanks for having me
on the show.
Thank you.
I suppose you're going to tell me to avoid all the tasty food that I want to eat.
No, what I'm going to tell you to do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, okay.
That's my automatic disclaimer for this segment. When I first saw the title of the segment, that's exactly what I said.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, the spread for Thanksgiving is absolutely enormous, and your body may not be used to some of the rich foods that it's taking in. And I've been victim to this, where it's not the nice nap afterwards, it's the,
what I just do to myself.
Spend a half an hour in the bathroom for after that meal.
Right, and I think a lot of it is mental too. I mean, I think people go into the holiday season and Thanksgiving and they say, "Oh, I'm going to put on a couple pounds, but I'm going to try to minimize that." And that's kind of a defeatist attitude from the onset as well. I mean, there's hard times and there's a lot of eating all throughout the year, 4th of July barbecues, what have you. So there's a couple things to do. I mean, I think the biggest thing is when you're going to have a big meal or you're going out that night is to eat your breakfast and your lunch as well. People skip those meals and they get ready for the binge at night. Once again, do as I say, not as I do. But the key is that if you go into those meals and you've eaten nutritious breakfast and lunch, you have your veggies, you have a lot of water, which is key. Drinking a lot of water before meals is key as well. Sometimes you can minimize that.
And you're talking about when you have a large meal, and I've done that too, where I'll skip lunch because I'm going to have this enormous dinner for Thanksgiving or late afternoon, whenever you're eating.
Right.
It really has to do with your metabolism, doesn't it? I mean, it can really spike your blood sugars. Your gut just isn't ready for that one big sledgehammer.
Well, exactly. I mean, you need your calories when you're eating early in the day. You need a good-sized breakfast. You need a good-sized lunch. Your gut is not meant to accommodate a huge dinner because let's face it, we don't need to burn a lot of energy when we go to bed at night. We need our energy during the day. So that's a key thing for people who bloat, for people who have acid reflux, for people who have indigestion. What you're doing when you eat those big meals, and granted, I mean, there's going to be times when you can't avoid it. That's what we do in this country. We eat big meals with extra bread baskets and dessert. But when you go to bed at night, you're going to bed with a full tummy. You're going to lie flat, and you're going to lie horizontal, and you're going to make it easy for all that acid in your stomach to come up and irritate your esophagus or your food pipe, and you're going to feel sick. It's just the way it is, and there's not too much you can do. Certainly you can prophylactically use some antacids, but there's not too much to do to prevent that sometimes.
So if we've already passed the threshold, we've done it, we've stuffed ourselves, we feel miserable, are there some things though as far as like maybe tilting your pillow up a little bit? What can we do if we already maybe feel awful?
Already done it, right.
Now I'm in pain, right?
Now you're in pain. Now you're doing, okay, what can I do to prevent things? So you're just not feeling well, and I think this is generally what happens to a lot of people who certainly eat late. Absolutely, elevation of the head of the bed is going to be a key thing, 15 to 20 degrees, and then there's wedges that you can buy for that as well. Right. Sometimes if this is a chronic problem for you and you are on medical therapy like anti-reflux medicine, then you want to take that, right?
That's me.
Right, so you want to take that before your evening meal. And sometimes you can do additional medications at night, like as needed anti-reflux medicine, over-the-counter meds, Tums, things like that can certainly help. The basic over-the-counter medicines, and they can provide some quick relief at times.
So I think if I'm picking up what you're putting down, I think what Dr. Meisner is saying is we should have Thanksgiving for breakfast. That's what we should have. We should have this gigantic turkey dinner.
That's right.
You're cooking. You like to
Okay, maybe not that, but we do appreciate the advice. And of course, taking care of your stomach key around the holidays.
Right.
Absolutely.
And also getting the election over decreases indigestion for a lot of people. Okay, that's a big one.
It is a stressful one. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for all the great advice.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
For care right where you are, there is Med Now. You can give them a call. 844-322-7374. Check them out online, spectrumhealth.org/mednow.